What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about everything we know about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, if you're keeping up with leaks, you know a lot more than what's going to be in this video, because this video is just going to be talking about the official information that has been released by the official Pokemon company and not by any leaked information. Now, without further ado, let's get in with the most important thing, and that is the Pokemon that's been revealed. So, obviously, in this game, you will have starter Pokemon, you know, just like in every other Pokemon game. The starter Pokemon this time around is Quaxly, who is a duck, Fuecoco, who is a crocodile, and Sprigatito, who is a cat. Sprigatito being the grass type, Fuecoco being the fire type, and Quaxly being the water type. Now, we also have some just miscellaneous Pokemon revealed throughout the region, but before we get into those, let's talk about the legendaries. So if you play Pokemon Scarlet, you are going to see the legendary Pokemon Koraidon, and if you play Pokemon Violet, you are going to see the legendary Pokemon Miraidon. Now, you'll be able to ride these Pokemon throughout the stories, and given that they're the legendaries of the game, we can assume that at some point in the game, you'll even be able to catch them, right? Obviously, come on. Now, as for the miscellaneous Pokemon in the game, we have seen many different types. So we've seen Lechonk, who is a normal type pig Pokemon. We've seen Smoliv, who is a grass normal olive, who is small. We've seen Pawmi, which is kind of our Pika clone this time around. You know, like the this region's Pikachu, Morpeko, Togedemaru, Dedenne, if you will. And this little guy's an electric type, obviously. We have seen Satitan, who is one of my personal favorites this time around. He's like a whale that walks around, so he's like a whale monster thing. So really, really cool. Love this guy. We have seen Fido, which is, of course, a fairy-type dog. We've seen Grievard, which is a ghost-type dog. So 2 dogs this time around. We have seen Paldean Wooper. You know, Pokemon's been doing this trend of regional variants over the last few games, and they've kept it up this time around by introducing a Wooper that is not water ground, but instead poison ground. So, very, very exciting. Got this little muddy buddy here. We have seen Cyclizar, who, of course, is really, really cool, in my opinion, and you can maybe tell that he kind of looks like Koraidon and Miraidon. Whether that'll play a role in the story or not, or if that's any kind of connection, remains to be seen, unless you're keeping up with leaks. But again, that's not what we're doing here. We then have Grafaiai, which is based off of an II. Very creative, the names this time around. I kid, I actually love the names. We've seen Wiglet, which is kind of Pokemon's take on convergent evolutions, with it looking obviously very, very similar to Diglett. We have seen Bellabolt, which is this fun little electric frog guy, avocado squishmallow-like thing. We have seen this Pokemon called Gimmighoul, who's going to have kind of a tie-in event in Go in 2023. Has 2 forms, a chest form, which you can get in Scarlet and Violet, and a roaming form, which you'll be able to get in Pokemon Go. And it's been teased that when this Pokemon gets 999 coins that you collect, he will evolve. So that's very, very exciting. We have also seen that some Pokemon will be evolving in this game, like old Pokemon, rather. So think about things like how Electabuzz got an evolution in Gen 4 into Electivire. We kind of stopped seeing that so much, except for with Eevee. And then in Legends Arceus, they gave us evolutions to Stantler, an evolution to Ursaring, and they even gave us a new evolution to Scyther, so it can go Scizor or it can now go Kleavor. It seems that they're keeping this trend going in Paldea, as we have Farigiraf, who is going to be an evolution to Girafarig. So that's very, very exciting. Then we've also got Cloth, who is going to be a Titan, which is something that we will get into later. But yeah, he's a fun little crab guy. I love this guy. Then we have Armarouge and Ceruledge, which has kind of been like, I guess, the Lucario of the gen, in the sense that it's been the thing that, like, everybody's been talking about, right? And, yeah, there they are, Armarouge and Ceruledge. Let me know which of these 2 is your favorite. I know most people are Team Ceruledge. I'm gonna be honest, I actually prefer Armarouge. But, then we also have these 2 new Pokemon that were teased, called Iron Treads and Great Tusk. They seem to be very similar to Donphan, but not much is known about them. It's pretty clear that they'll kind of play a role in the story, or whatever they are will play a role in the story. So that's definitely something to look forward to. We do also have a kind of revealed Pokemon. We have seen some Pokemon in trailers that haven't been officially revealed, but we've seen them and they're new. Like, first off, on the mini map, we have these pictures of a parakeet, it looks like, of a little mouse couple thing, and we have even seen a picture of a little rock mushroom salt thing in there as well. So yeah, that's very, very neat. We've also seen what looks to be pre-evolution to Armarouge and or Suralege in one of the trailers, as he's chilling out in the back in the Fire Team Starbase. And we have even seen some weird kind of engine mon in the Team Starbase on their Starmobile, and it's clearly being teased to be some new mon that's in the game. So that's very, very exciting. So there's all the new mons. Now let's get into the characters in this game. So, first character that we meet is our professors. Now, these professors, unlike past games, will actually differ depending on the version you picked. So, in Pokemon Scarlet, we have Professor Sada, who is this woman dressed in, like, kind of primal caveman-like clothes. And then in Pokemon Violet, we have Professor Turo, who is this man who is dressed like a cyborg. So, that's really cool. Then we also have the director of the school, because you are in a school in this game, Director Clavel, who seems to be a friend of the professors. That line seems kind of like ominous to me, but you know, maybe it's nothing. We also have Jacques, who is going to be our homeroom teacher, and he teaches biology, so that's pretty cool. And then we have just kind of the characters that are more ground level, not mentor-like characters. You know, we have Nimona, who is going to be our rival for kind of the gym battle. She's aiming to be the champion as well. We have, or champion rank, and we have Arvin, who is this guy who's going to kind of be your guide in the Path of Legends. He is looking for the Herba Mystica, and is apparently a really good chef. And then we have Penny, and Penny, not much is known about her, but she has a cool little Eevee backpack, so that's neat, I guess. Then we have the characters who we're going to kind of meet as we go throughout our journey. We've seen some gym leaders, like Brassius, the grass-type gym leader, Grusha, the ice-type gym leader, and we have even seen an electric-type gym leader in Iono. So, very, very exciting. Cool gym leader designs this time around, very diverse. Gotta love that. We have also met one of the kind of, I guess, villains of the game, one of the bosses for Team Star, and that is Mela. So, you know, there she is. It might be Mela, it might be Mela. Please don't blast me in the comments. I'm gonna get all these names wrong, I'm sure. But yeah, there she is. Pretty cool. Gives me Team Flare vibes, and I love the X and Y games. So yeah, I'm very excited for these. And lastly, we have the chairwoman of the kind of Pokemon League, and that is Geeta. I'm kind of getting the vibe that she's going to be the character you face like at the end for the champion battle, but that is all speculation. I actually do not know via leaks, because I try to stay out of the story leaks myself. But yeah, that's very, very exciting. Now, to move into kind of the story of these games. So there are 3 different paths that you're going to have to take to get 100% completion. They can be done in any order. You can mix and match them, like you can do path 1, then path 2, then path 3, and then path 1, and then path 2, and then path 3. Or you can do all of path 1, then all of path 2, all of path 3, whatever you want. Do know, though, that levels will not scale. They are set levels, so if you do all of path 1 and then you go to path 2, its first little section is still going to be like level, you know, I'm just guessing here, but like 10 to 20. So keep that in mind. Now, these paths, first off, is Victory Road. This is our traditional path that we're used to, our gym battles. 8 gyms, it's going to be a lot of fun. Very, very exciting, standard stuff. Then we have the Path of Legends. This is kind of our totem noble like Pokemon. These Pokemon are going to get really big, have big health bars, and are going to be kind of boss battles against a Pokemon. One of the ones that we know of is, as I mentioned earlier, Cloth, and of course Arvin is going to be kind of your guide in this area. Then we have Starfall Street, which is how they're incorporating the villain team, Team Star, in this time around. And it's going to have you use this new feature called the Let's Go feature, where you kind of send out your Pokemon, they battle on their own, and you're going to have to do that and get to the end of the base in a time limit. And then if you're able to do that, you take on the boss battle, who, like I mentioned, Mela is one of them, and you're going to fight her and then have to fight their Starmobile. So that's going to be very, very exciting. So those are the 3 paths that you have to do for completion of the game. Now, let's talk about the features that we've seen in this game. So first, returning features. We obviously have customization in this game, so you can change the skin tone of your character to kind of better match your own skin tone. Obviously, you can pick your gender of your character. Then you can customize your clothes, at least to an extent, and you can wear glasses, kind of change your facial features, your eyebrows, eyelashes, whatever, all that stuff, and basically just make your character look more like you. Now, from what we've heard, these customization features are even more advanced than in past games. So we've had this customization thing around since X and Y, so since 2013 now, and apparently this game has kind of the best, at least, features, like physical features. Maybe not clothes, but physical features to kind of just make your character look more like yourself. Now, we also have multiplayer features in this game. That's kind of been a staple of Pokemon 2, has been being able to connect with your friends and trade and battle with them, and that's no different this time around. We actually have something where you can meet up with 3 of your friends, so 4 of you total, and run around together, and like it's very interactive. It's not like Sword and Shield in the wild area, where they're really just kind of glorified NPCs running around and kind of glitching to run over water and all this. It's not like that at all. You can interact with them. There's like little emotes in the game, I guess you would call them, where you're waving to your friend and all, and you can even battle and trade with them, which of course, again, is standard Pokemon stuff. So that's going to be very, very exciting. Then we have the new feature to kind of connect with your Pokemon. This has also been around since X and Y. They've always tried to do something to kind of let you play with, pet, and all that stuff, your Pokemon. First, we had Pokemon Me, then we had Pokemon Refresh, then we had Pokemon Camping, and now we have Picnics. And here you're going to be able to run around with your Pokemon all out of their party. You're going to be able to kick a ball with them. You can make sandwiches for them, and you can even find eggs this way. So that's kind of the new feature, is that these are now like your daycares. These are mobile daycares. So very, very exciting there. Then for new features, the ones we've seen so far are the Let's Go feature, which, as I mentioned earlier, allows you to send out your Pokemon, them kind of passively battle, which is a great way to build experience without you having to do much. It's just kind of a passive way to build the team. Pokemon always takes strides to kind of build up your ability to get competitive Pokemon, and this is one of the ways they're doing that, with just letting you like passively train your Pokemon. I love that so much. And we have gotten confirmation that this will not kill shinies. If you are doing the Let's Go feature and just passively sending out your Pokemon to beat things, it will refuse to battle a shiny and defeat it. So all good, no need to worry about that. You can also use this feature to kind of get your Pokemon to grab items. Another feature that is kind of returning is raids. We have Terra raids this time around. They're supposed to be a lot faster and a lot better than the Sword and Shield max raids, so that's something to definitely look forward to. This is just a way to kind of get some more rare Pokemon, probably get Pokemon with their hidden abilities, and of course get rare item drops from these raids. Things like bottle caps, ability capsules, mints, and maybe other competitive items. So again, very, very exciting. Oh, and obviously experience candy and rare candy. That stuff's pretty dang important. We also have some in kind of more minor features. You can take selfies now and pictures and stuff. That's just kind of a cute way to memorize your Paldea trip. So again, it's small. It's definitely not something that we're playing Pokemon for, but it's definitely a welcome addition, at least to me. So on that note, let me know what your favorite features are. Let me know what you're excited for about this game. Guys, no spoilers. please, seriously, let's just, no spoilers, okay? At least mark it and then do a bunch of returns and then put it, like where I have to click read more to see the spoiler. At least do that, please. I've had to delete so many spoilers off my videos. Just be nice, people. And on that note, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, because that's a nice thing to do too. And yeah, that way you'll stay up to date on all our future Pokemon videos. And until next time, I will see all of you later.